What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, Mike? What's up, Bloomin? What's up, Dave? Look, you all have 3 different faces. Oh my God, Mike's got the month 3. Yes, we're getting some variety of googly-eyed, mustachioed chairs. Hey, Branston. I messed up the chat. There we go. Is that better? Fixing it. There we go. So colorful. It's beautiful. I decided to multi-stream on Twitch again because I figured out how to do it in a way that doesn't ruin the YouTube quality. So that's happening if you guys prefer watching on Twitch. Even though my presence there is basically 0. might as well though. Everyone else is doing it. Alright, so I'm at Key West. I'm on the beta and I realize that a lot of us, we're not going to be able to see each other. So this is kind of a, got like parallel universes here today with the group flight. So sorry about that in advance. But I do have to use the beta, otherwise I'm gonna crash like crazy, so. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Delta? Hey, Shorts, what's up? Oh, you're sick? I'm sorry, man. Hey, you got YouTube, you got Twitch, maybe you have like Netflix or similar. Hopefully you have some tea, a comfortable bed or couch. You'll be good. Mike says, if it matters, just the YouTube video title says Sever. Oh no. Let me fix that, thanks. Sever. All right, fixed. Thanks, Mike. A lot of snow in Austria, nice. Delta is asking, anybody not on the beta planning to fly along on US East? Johnny is in. Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm on beta. Luckily, this will be the last group flight on the beta multiplayer server, just because, as you guys probably know, on Thursday, on the 5th... that's not the 5th, sorry. Wait, is it Tuesday? Oh, it's Tuesday, isn't it? Wait, Sim Update 14 is coming out Tuesday, right? Not Thursday. I believe it's Tuesday. That makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense because generally the updates happen on Thursdays, but I'm pretty sure... I think last week I said it was Tuesday that it was coming out, but it is, or I said Thursday, but it is Tuesday, yeah. I had the 5th correct, but I called it Thursday. So I was half wrong. Anyway... Starting Tuesday, we'll all be on this version on 1.35.21 or whatever, 1.35. So it might be a little lonely for me, especially during the flight, just because I won't see any of you guys. Oh, I see Hunter and Dave. Oh, nice. Hunterson and Dave are here. I think Josh is also on the beta. Anyway, I'm at Key West, and the reason I'm here, this is kind of a test. We're going to see how long this lasts. But I found a US flight plan based around all the US updates that takes us from coast to coast, from corner to corner, really, from Key West all the way up to like Vancouver, Washington, the US side of Vancouver, I guess. Or sorry, it ends up in Friday Harbor, Washington, not quite Vancouver. Did I have a sim update yesterday? Yes, I had like a 2 megabyte patch. I'm not sure what it was for, and I checked the forums. I didn't see anything notable. They did make another post with release notes, but in that post, it just seemed to summarize everything that's in the beta already. Seems like they made like a combined release notes. Maybe they put in a couple of last minute bug fixes or something. Not really sure. But yeah, I did get a small update when I started the sim. Anyway, this is the flight plan I'm looking at. I don't know that we'll actually do this whole thing, but I want to see how the first leg or two go to see how scenic it is. It does zigzag quite a bit to different landmarks. So it might be a good scenic route. I have no idea. It's just an insane route somebody put together. This guy ZK put together 35 hours. It says for him, he says he recommends the Bonanza, the Bear, and the SR22 conveniently, which is what I'll fly just because of the update. And then the DA62 or anything similar like that, probably under 200 knot or around, yeah, around a 200 knot cruise speed, maybe 170, something like that. 107 stops along the route and VFR flight rules. I can't believe that it actually shows the altitude chart. It's absolutely crazy. Oh, you can't fly today, Balloon. That's all good. Thanks for stopping by either way. Sitting in front of the hot seat, cigarettes ready. Make sure to see the light, leave the light off, of course. We actually uninstalled, we either uninstalled or smashed the lights and switches in a violent way just to make sure that they're permanently off. Gonna need more money in the kitty to have enough snacks for a 35th tour of the 35-hour tour of the US, yeah. But I just thought I'd try something crazy like this. Like coast to coast or corner to corner would be really cool. So what I'm gonna do is we'll just do the first route today, the first segment of it, and see how far we get. What's really nice is with how many stops this has, it makes it really flexible to just stop whenever we want. But yeah, I have it imported. I'm actually a little worried to see what it looks like in the GPS because it has like over 100 waypoints, maybe more. I don't think I've ever loaded a flight plan that big into the GPS, so. And the description says, it says want something to keep you busy over the holidays. And it says it's designed to be flown visually below the cloud base, so meant to be VFR. It mirrors major highways and waterways across the entire continent, so pretty awesome. So we're starting in Key West, KEYW. Put that in the chat, KEYW. Put it in both the chats. You can open the plan file and remove some waypoints. Yeah, I had that thought before I jumped in, which is after this, I want to obviously track where we stopped each time. If we continue on, we'll just see how we like the first route, you know. We'll see how it goes. If we don't like it, we don't think it's scenic enough, or we're just sick of the US, we could always alternate to other places. But I just saw this and I was like, I've never tried anything giant like this. Maybe we should try it. Hey Jerry, what's up? Just stopped by to say hi. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Have fun on the endless flight. Yeah, this turns into like a 20-hour stream probably. All right, I see Dave with me in the TBM and Jewel is here. Looks like in what are you in? Oh, it just says it next to your name. Looks like you're in the Bonanza. And I'm jumping in the SR22 again. I feel like I felt so distracted in this plane on the last stream on Thursday. I just felt out of my element. I felt like I flew so poorly, so I'm excited to try to redeem myself. Anyway, this is supposed to be VFR, so I'm not going to climb too high and rely on autopilot or anything like that. All right, let me do all the pre-flight auto checklists here. Something else I also have going is a new desk. I probably mentioned it last time. I've had a gigantic like music production style desk for years now. It was huge. The desk measured 60 by 36. I now have a sit-stand desk. I got one of those uplift desks. This one is 48 by 24. It's almost half the size. It's like 53% the size of the other desk. So So yeah, it's nice and cozy. Everything fits. I measured everything out beforehand. It's just gonna take a little get of used to. And I think eventually I'll probably fly standing to try it out. Just use my twist access. So yeah, it's nice. It's a nice. It feels like an upgrade, even though it's a downsize, if that makes sense. I just had so much unused space on my old desk that I really like having the restrictions actually of a smaller desk is going to make me more organized, I think, and have less things on it because there's not enough space for things. So what's up, Ian? How's it going, man? How's your system running? What does the flight plan show as the next stop? So I did link it. If you guys haven't loaded in through the world map yet, I linked to the flight plan page in the description if you want to get the whole thing. But yeah, let's take a look at what's next. Looks like it's KMTH is the first stop. So from Key West to MTH, I'm actually going to look and see what that is. And then FA81. So let's look ahead and see what this first stop is. And there's a bunch of islands to the north of the route along our way out here, so we can check those out on the way. So we're going to Florida Keys Marathon International, KMTH. It's at 5 feet of elevation, and it has an ILS. And then we have the weather there. Winds are 140 at 5. So it looks like we're going to have a crosswind, but this runway 7 is probably preferable. Few clouds at 1,500 feet. That's AGL, so as long as we stay under those, we'll be okay for our landing. Running good. How's my system? Everything's running great. I'm stressing it a little today by doing the multi-stream thing again, but yeah, I mean the card is running well, and the new CPU and the RAM, the memory is just amazing. New storage, yeah, it's running great. I still have that issue with my fan on the NVIDIA card not working, and NVIDIA refuses to send me a new card before I send this one. And I know if I send it out, I'm gonna have like my PC will be down for weeks if I send it as soon as I send it. So I'm trying to just get a full refund and just buy another one, but so I can put the new one in, send this one back, and get a refund. Just, you know, the normal things you would expect with receiving a defective product. So, but technically it is working. It's just running only one fan, unfortunately. But you know, even with that, it's running fine. But I want a fully working card, you know? Like that's what I paid for. So I want to get it replaced. Pull forward, boost, avionics, amp check. Cold weather starting, hot weather. I guess we just say cold weather starting. All right, done. Let's check the weather here, or check which runway is preferred here. We got a windsock. Oh, we do got a windsock right here, and it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a crosswind. I guess it favors this way, the far end of the runway, a little bit. Get a little taxi practice in, I guess. All right, parking brake is off. Taxi light is on. Mixture is rich. Oh, we're already rolling. I don't even have any throttle in. We're rolling. I see a plane spinning. Beautiful. Classic. This is just classic Microsoft Flight Simulator right here. I love that this bug is still in the sim. Key West, yeah, Johnny. KEYW. And you won't be seeing me. You won't be seeing Dave. You won't be seeing, who else is here? You won't be seeing any of us who are on the beta because we're on a different multiplayer server. But, you know, this is the last group flight that'll be this way. The first and the last, I think. Just because the beta is released to the public, or, you know, becomes a full version of the game on Tuesday. So next Saturday, we'll all be together on the same server again. But yeah, with all the issues I had before with the with crashing in the beta, or crashing in the regular version of the sim, I just had to switch to the beta. So yeah, it'll be a little more lonely today, but you guys that are flying on non-beta will be able to see each other as well. We're just in two different universes right now. All right, let's check flaps. Let's get flaps down. And this is VFR, so I'm just we're gonna use GPS to guide us to the intended waypoints, but I'm gonna try to keep autopilot on off as long as I can. Probably turn it on for some screenshots and stuff as usual. Branson says I keep side-eyeing 4090s, and that's not good for my wallet's crumple zones. Yeah, now that this 4080, I'm going to try to get a refund for it, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should just go for the 4090. I've been trying to avoid it, but I've replaced so much on this system already that I feel like I could just go for it.
Here is some money for a coffee.
Ian, thank you very much, sir. Thanks for the £5, Ian. Ian's just like throwing money all the time at me. I feel bad about it, but I also love coffee, so I kind of feel good about it at the same time. Thanks a lot, Ian. I actually did get a coffee before I started the stream. I got an iced coffee. Like it or hate it, I got a Starbucks coffee. Seriously, 4090 or go home. Regular simmers rock. Down with beta. Turn this into an us versus them stream. Actually, speaking of coffee, I'm going to take a sip of coffee before we get flying here. Get a 4090. I mean, I might. If they're, I mean, they're probably hard to come by right now during the holidays, and so, I don't know. I'll consider it. If it all comes down to if I can get a refund or not. If they still refuse to give me a refund for my defective card, then I'll probably just hold on to it until the end, until I get another new card, and then send it in for the warranty repair. Because I just do not. I don't want like weeks of downtime where I can't stream. Sometimes I do some work on my PC. Like having a day of downtime is just not good. It's pretty frustrating. But you know, it's fine. I have options. You know, the warranty lasts for 3 years. I don't have to get it fixed right now, so there's not really a rush. So this entire route is supposed to take advantage of, or is supposed to like showcase the changes that were introduced in the 2 USA World updates. What was the first one? I think the first one was it World Update 2 or something? And then there was World Update 10, I think. That was another one. We got another airport right in front of us here. Yeah, well, this I don't know, this is kind of cool. I like the idea of flying across the entire country. The route looks like very well thought out in a way, like just, there's so many zigzags that it's not like a route that I would make that just like is a straight line from Florida to Washington, so. Cute wing tips. They're so pretty. The whole country's become tribal. Why not try it here? Eye roll. Yes. We must be split and hate each other. It's the American way. Damn it. That's how we do it. Oh, did I catch the Microsoft developer stream? I watched a couple of the highlights. I think I saw the replay on YouTube or something, and I was paging through it. What, they announced like a Cessna as the next local legend? What was it? The Cessna 20... It was like a classic Cessna that they announced. I saw that much, but that's about it. I watched that. I saw... I scrolled through some of the Q&A, but I didn't find any questions that like jumped out that I was really curious about. I saw one saying that Xbox is running at like a lower... like time warp. Like it's running at like 80% of real time or something. Apparently it's some bug they know about. It has something to do with like system clocks or I don't know. I saw that and was surprised. I was like, that sounds like a major problem. Apparently people into Xbox are having, maybe I'm misunderstanding what they said, but I think they're having like issues even flying in multiplayer because they're slower than their friends because of the time difference. The clocks are out of sync or something. So they're running at like a slower than real time rate. I don't know anything about it, but they seem to like acknowledge that it was an issue. Oh, what's the content manager issue? Oh, is Hunterson in the V-tail? Is the B35 the V-tail Bonanza? Is that what you're in? Oh, it is. That's right. Nice. Yeah, I own that. I think I flew it once, and it's so cool. I really love this assisted, all the lean assist features in this are incredible. I just like glanced over and just moved my mixture so my fuel flow is in the green band. It's just so simplified, it's awesome. Is it wrong that I'm taking the DA62? No way. Dude, the DA62 is incredible. I love the diamonds. They're like extra long wingspan that makes them more glider-like is really cool. Like they, yeah, the like just how they fly, the characteristics of it having such a larger wingspan. I'm pretty sure like the DA40 has a 1 foot longer wingspan than a Cessna 172. It's like entire extra foot on each wing. But they have awesome technology. I mean, you have just a power lever, a thrust lever. That's it, because it has like a, I don't know if it's fully considered a FADEC. I don't think it is, but it's almost there. I think there's some technicality about it, but yeah, there's so much automated stuff in the diamonds. I think they're really cool. The only downside to the diamond, I think, is the same as this plane, which is the visibility in the cockpit is kind of bad. Like this entire like strut or whatever you want to call this part of the, I don't know what you call this. But this part of the plane here and here is similar on the diamonds, and the visibility sucks. Yeah, this is exactly what Titanic's saying. Yeah, the visibility is just bad. But besides that, I absolutely love the diamonds. And the other thing you just have to make sure, just like with this plane as well, is that it only draws from one tank at a time. I don't know, is the DA62 a left tank only as well, or is that only in the DA40? I know in the DA40 it only draws fuel from the left tank, because on a stream one of you guys told me that like a year or two ago probably. What is this plane up here? Is that a blimp? What is that? What the heck? Hold on, we're gonna have to go over here and look. What is this? Do you guys see this too, or is it just me? It's a UAP? DES balloon? You can see, what is that? Why is it there? It doesn't have a tag on it, like a nameplate on it. Is this just part of the scenery? Oh, unidentified aerial phenomenon. Drug enforcement. Oh, that makes sense. All right, Dave, you're gonna have to stay low to the ground, man. Stay under 500 AGL. I'll go check it out. I'll go check it out, and I will report back to you. Why is this here? This is so random. It's got strings coming down. Is this part of... I have We Love VFR. Oh, yeah. Enon, as I swear I'm not reading the chat when I say these things and pretending like I had the thought at the same time. I just say it, and then someone else says it. I swear, I'm not just copying what you guys say. Yeah, I guess maybe it's a We Love VFR thing. Might have to do like a box climb here to get up. We Love VFR adds some of that. Yeah, I haven't seen anything like this way up in the sky with We Love VFR. I've only, yeah, the Hindenburg came early. Can I even get up high? It's got like strings. I wonder if I hope collision isn't a thing, but it's got like cables or whatever you want to call them, wires, cables holding it up. It's a TARS balloon. Should be on the FAA sectional. Oh yeah, that is true. I wonder if it is on the sectional. Dude, this is crazy. Yeah, you can see like the cables or whatever holding it up. This particular one is called Fat Albert. I'm reading an article about it. The sim equivalent of a squirrel. Yep. What is that? Branston. This is the world update. It's just that one balloon. That's what they had. Am I high enough? Almost. I just want to get close enough to see some detail here. Yeah, that thing is massive. Look at that thing. They provide radar coverage. So this is the reason we have to check in with a controller. If this thing wasn't here, then we wouldn't have to... our anxiety levels wouldn't have to go up as we have to say something on the radios. We could just fly under the radar. Not have to check in with anybody. Cut the tethers. Actually, it might actually have collision enabled. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, we're gonna have to check to see if there's collision enabled on the cables. But before I do that, I have to go and make sure damage is off. There we go. Stress. All right, stress and crash damage are off. Oh, I think I saw I remember during the dev update, the Flight Sim team dev update, I noticed some of the before and afters they showed of the atmosphere, like the ozone and the environmental lighting and stuff. The changes were subtle, but they were good. I can't say that I've noticed them in the sim myself because they're so subtle, but yeah, seeing the before and after, it's a nice improvement. The world is just like warmer, pretty much warmer looking. Well, here it is. We're gonna check the cables. Dude, this thing is awesome. That's pretty elaborate too. All right, here we go, cables. Either I threaded the needle perfectly, or collision is not on. Man, the lighting does look really good right now. Oh yeah, it said pull up. Did it say pull up or just 500 feet? Hook a cable with one wing. Yeah, I gotta give it another try. Here it is. It's gonna go straight at it. Nope. Yeah, I think that's pretty. I think it's pretty clear that there's no collision. Probably with the balloon itself, but. All right, let's get back down. That was pretty cool. I haven't seen a big object like that from We Love VFR, so that's pretty rad. All right, we're at power idle. Just gonna watch our airspeed and get back down to earth. Now you gotta test that? Okay, I'll run into it. All right. I will cave to all peer pressure. Though I just lost a bunch of altitude. Maybe this will take too long to climb back up. Oh, there it is. No, we're still good. All right. Let's run straight into it to see if collision is on. For science, of course. Do not try this at home. Nope. Whoa, that was a little weird, but nope. All right, no collision. No collision at all. That's actually how I prefer it, because like I like all these add-ons and stuff. Like I like the extra things, but if you were flying along and you didn't notice that, for me that's a little too realistic. Man, the lighting looks so good here. Is this an example of like what I said I didn't notice before, like how cool the lighting on the water looks? Or is this just because we're in the Keys that it looks so good? I mean, it's probably a combination of both, that the lighting improvements are great, and just this area, the water is so cool looking. What good is a tour of the US if we don't smash the balloons? I mean, we had who said that it's like a squirrel? It's like the flight sim equivalent of a squirrel. We have to go look. All right, let's see how far we are from the next airport. Is like not that far. KMTH. This is at sea level. And it's, I think because of the winds last time, the northeast facing runway 7 was the preferable runway. Go ahead and check the METAR again here. 130 at 6. So we're gonna have a crosswind either way. But it'll be a little better for 07. A few clouds at 1,500 feet. Just keep our eye out for that. Why does it do that? So I have this. I'm using my one of my hats on my thumbs for my quick views, left and right, you know, and then up and down like this. So I can go down and then go through the instruments. Kind of like, you know, it's just the default way that it's set up. But when I hold the left one, sometimes it like freaks out. Probably just need to put a little more pressure on it or something. Just soft thumbing it. How many of you guys are flying along on the non-beta server right now? I hope there's a few of you. Hope it's not as lonely as it is here. No offense to Dave and Jewel. Oh, who's Meh? Who's Meh 1951? That's a new name. Welcome. I hope it's not no offense to the guys on the beta, but I hope it's not as lonely. Oh, is that you, Phil? Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thanks for flying along. I was gonna join the flight, but remembered you were on beta. Yeah. I mean, there are, I'm sure, a few people on non-beta flying too, but everything will be solved next week. It'll be really nice to have the beta out on Tuesday, all live for everybody too. Not just because we'll be on the same servers again, but also because one of the main things they fixed were the multiplayer server problems where people were disappearing. So that'll be nice to have those fixed too. How do you get on the beta? Liam, on both Xbox and on PC, you need to get an app through the Microsoft Store called the Xbox Insider Program, or Xbox Insider Hub, I think it's called. You just download that app. It'll show Microsoft Flight Sim in the available preview list. You just opt in, then you restart your system, and then you open Microsoft Flight Sim and it'll install the beta. And it's not like reinstalling the entire sim. It's a smaller patch, but it comes out on Tuesday, so there is always a little bit of a risk in installing to the beta. I would not install the beta if you're not like crashing like crazy right now, just because it's coming out so soon that it's probably not worth the risk. There is a very small risk, I would say, that you could end up needing to reinstall the entire sim at some point after having the beta. So there's always a risk of that when you're on the beta. I think it's been improved a lot since betas of the past, where nowadays you don't even have to like opt out of the beta. Pretty sure that all you have to do is just you just leave the beta. You just stay opted in for the beta, and when it comes out for everybody on Tuesday, you can just opt out of the beta if you don't want the next beta build, and you just stay on the same version of the software you already had. Strawberry Tea followed on Twitch. I know who you are a little bit. I don't know if I should say who you are to me, but thanks for following. It's funny doing the multicasting thing and having one or two people pop in on Twitch. But it seems to be running pretty well. I was using a service to do it before, where it was called Restream. That's what I tried the last time I was trying the multi-stream thing. But there's a solution where you can just do it yourself. So you just stream to two different services, and it's actually really nice because I can keep the high quality stream on YouTube. YouTube lets me stream it like over twice the quality as Twitch. Actually, right now it's recommending almost a third of the quality of Twitch or of YouTube. So there were problems using one of those services because it tries to send it all at the same bit rate. So YouTube just has superior quality, in my opinion. I mean, technically it just does. You can stream in 4K on YouTube, I think so. And the recommended bit rates are like double and triple that of Twitch. So anyway, it's nice. I can stream on both in the proper quality for each one. So I'm testing that out today. It seems like it's just fine. All right, so the runway should be right in front of us up here. Yeah, AV1. What's up, Mikey? All right, this is runway 07. I guess if I want, I could turn on. Oh, actually, I should try to like demonstrate this. I don't know if I have enough time. OBS. You can hit OBS here and turn it on, but you change the course down here in the bottom right. You have to click course and then roll the FMS knob, I think. Oh, it's not working, is it? Course. Nope, I don't think it's working. I'll try it on the ground or something. But there's a course button right down here that you need to turn on. And then you use FMS right here to change the selected course. I tested it with the VOR, but maybe it's not working. Maybe it's not working with GPS. Oh, did I mess up the whole flight plan? Uh-oh, what'd I do? Oh, there we go. Now, let me try it again. OBS, course. Nope, it's changing this. Course. Oh, it's the com nav knob. There we go. So course and then the com. There we go. There we go. Now I've set 07. So I set a course with OBS of 070 for that runway heading. So now I'll just use that as my guidance for the runway. See how that works. The first you've heard of the beta thing. Yeah, Johnny, it's pretty awesome. They call it like a preview. But yeah, it's the beta and anybody can opt in on Xbox or PC. You can just opt in and try all the new stuff that's coming out. But it'll be out on Tuesday, so, you know, this late in the game, it might not be worth it. I haven't been using the betas that often myself, but I think I'll probably opt in if there are huge features. Like, I would have opted in probably a couple days ago when the SR-22T was announced, when this plane was announced as the update. I probably would have opted in just for this. But yeah, it's nice. Everybody has the option to opt in if they want. All right, so we got our OBS down here, so we're just following this needle for the runway heading. What's up, Underdog? How's it going? Dude, things are great. I hope you're doing well. I feel a little more comfortable today flying this plane, and I have like an all-new setup. I have a new desk. I have a new flight stick. It's like Christmas came early. But yeah, I'm feeling a little more confident flying with this stick. It's kind of a big change, but it's really nice. The quality is really nice. I had switched from the TCA Airbus side stick over to a Virpil Constellation, it's called. It's their only left-hand stick, but I just sprung for it, and it's very, very nice. But it has so many buttons and hats and switches because you're meant to be like dogfighting in DCS or Star Citizen or whatever, Elite Dangerous, with this kind of stick instead of flying a Cirrus. But yeah, it's very nice, and I'm just slowly getting used to it. All right, we're gonna land here, our first stop, and we'll almost be at mainland Florida. We're gonna fly up. It looks like we're gonna take the Keys all the way up to the southeast part of Florida as part of this route, so it'll be cool. Johnny says I added this song to my Apple playlist a few weeks ago. Wait, is it really on an Apple playlist somewhere? The songs I have on the stream are all copyright-free songs. I use Epidemic Sounds. It's like a monthly cost, but it's pretty good quality compared to some of the copyright-free playlists that are out there. Like NCS is a big one that's you can get to on Spotify and stuff. No copyright sounds. They have a lot of them, but they're not categorized and by genre and stuff like that as well as these are. So, all right, looks like we got a 6-knot crosswind from the right, 2 knots from the front. All right, full flaps, and got to keep it pitched down. Watch our airspeed. Oh, Chill Cole is the artist. Oh, the landing song. I never change to the landing song on purpose. If it comes on, it's purely a coincidence. The conspiracy theorists will say I have a button or a foot pedal that I hit to activate it, but it's just not true, man. Stop spreading that rumor. It's just not true. As time goes on, because I keep adding more and more and more songs to the playlist, it should technically, or it will technically be less and less probable that song comes on. So it'll just be more hilarious when it does happen. It's a nice little crosswind here. Nice. I feel pretty good about that landing. Let's take a look at this airport, and then we'll be on our way to the next stop. The Grumman, is it Grumman or Grumman? Grumman Goose is so hard to land straight in a crosswind. I don't even know what plane that is. What's the Grumman Goose? Is that the... That's different than the Spruce Goose, right? Jules coming in. Let me get the parking brake on here. Oh, it's the Grumman. I'm totally a sim guy, guys. I'm an aviation expert, as you guys know. I get all the names about everything right. All right, Jules coming in. Are you in the V-tail? Oh, you're in the Bonanza. This is a good landing with a crosswind. This will be fun. And then Meh is behind Jewel in the TBM 850. Gear down just in time. Nice, Jewel. It's a 12 out of 10. Little off the center line. Let's take a look at the windsock. Looks accurate. Yep. Crosswind from the right side. All right, here comes Meh, TBM 850. No gear landing as usual. Everybody lands with no gear. It's the weird Microsoft Flight Simulator things. Oh, beautiful. Little off to the right. 14 out of 10, mainly because the 850 is so cool. It's just some bonus points. All right, let's see what's next in the flight plan here. All right, so next we got one more waypoint, and then FA81, Foxtrot Alpha 8-1 is our next little airfield. And then we're going to be making our way onto the mainland of Florida. So we're flying past some more of the Florida Keys here. FA81 is Tavernero. That looks like Tavernero Park. 10 feet, 2,000 foot grass runway. See how the SR-22 does with a grass field landing. All right, mixture is rich. Let's check our flaps. Flaps are at 50%. Just gonna make our way back to that same runway we landed on. Let's keep this going. We only have 5,000 nautical miles to cover today, so we're just gonna have to, keep the bathroom breaks short when we land. If you need to go and buy a Red Bull or get G Fuel or whatever the heck gamers drink out of the virtual hangars here, the virtual FBOs, go grab that stuff. Get right back out here. Just keep this moving. I'm really just saying that to myself because I'm most likely going to be the one that slows us down. There's an Amazon Prime truck over there. I think I'm better at steering with the X-axis. Better at keeping a center line using my stick. But it's so challenging when you're taking off. Like to hold the stick sideways and pitch up. All right, fuel imbalance. Whoops. Oh, our boost is on as well. I'm gonna check our fuel. It's gonna be it's not too bad. Yeah, it's a bad imbalance, but we have enough. We have plenty of fuel. We'll fill it up at the next spot if we see an actual fuel pump. All right, parking brakes off. Full throttle, airspeed to live, 30 knots. 0 feet of elevation. 50 knots, 60 knots. That's a lot of left rudder right now, 70 knots. We're up. Now I'm putting in quite a bit of left rudder. It's on the stick too. It's a challenge. All right, we're above 90 knots. Flaps up. What's up, Deuce? All right, let's see if I can keep it low to the ground. I just always want to just take off and go straight up to cruise altitude. Then we don't get to see pretty stuff. I do have both the USA World updates installed, and I also have We Love VFR installed, and I have what else do I have? Power lines and solar farms installed. So hopefully there's a lot of stuff to look at. I mean, the keys just look awesome. I think I'm running 200 on my terrain level of detail. Oh, I forgot I was going to turn the engine sound down just a tiny bit. I know people love hearing the engines, but I think the mix is they're a little loud when I go external. There we go. Ian said, get rubber underwear. No need for pee. Deuce says, how do you like the 22 Tango? I feel like I'm bad at flying it, but I think it's got significant improvements. I think that I noticed like the flight model, like on, I don't know if they made tons of improvements to the flight model, but it feels more realistic a little bit. Like I find it, like when I was descending and the winds were favorable, like I was trimmed out perfectly, and I just had my hand off the stick, which felt really good. Anyway, I don't really know anything about the flight models. Like, you know, I haven't flown in real life. I've never flown an SR-22 in real life, so I can't really compare it to anything. To me, it doesn't feel drastically different than the original SR-22 that they had, but all the Perspective Plus stuff they did in here and the new cockpit, like updating the panels, is pretty incredible. I love all the engine lean assist stuff. So like right now, if I wanted to be as fuel efficient as possible, all I have to do is pull the mixture down until we get to that teal line right there. And that's our lean of peak target to maximize our fuel efficiency in cruise. I love that stuff. And like really all you have to do is adjust the mixture to be in the green band down there. So it really, really simplifies like leaning the plane out, leaning the engine. Yeah, I love those kind of features. They did add, there's like a full weight and balances screen. There's a full screen engine information screen. So this is awesome. So you can look at like your cylinder head and your exhaust gas temperatures for all 6 cylinders. There's an assist mode down here that'll highlight the hottest one and give you this kind of existed on the G1000 as well. So it's not just a Perspective Plus thing, but this layout is a Perspective Plus thing. And then same with this fuel and balance and then weight and balance screens. And you can use the FMS knob down here to modify all these values, like your taxi fuel and the weights of your pilots. And yeah, it's pretty impressive. Like the avionics updates are pretty cool. Very comfortable for new simmers. Yeah, I think I still think the Diamonds might be some of the easiest planes to fly because, oh no, you know what? Maybe not, because you have to transfer the fuel. Yeah, it is very beginner friendly. I mean, it's also very me friendly. But yeah, it's really nice to just be able to tell somebody, oh, you want to learn how to lean the mixture? Just lean it so your fuel flow is in the green band. And if you see a teal line and you want to be as fuel efficient as possible, lean the mixture until the arrow points to the teal line. Whoops, I'm breaking VFR rules right now. So yeah, I think that's... oh, do I have OBS mode on still? I do. Whoops. Yeah, it's definitely very, very beginner friendly. Whoa, look at my frame rate here. Oh, what's happening? Oh, and we're back. With unlimited fuel turned on, diamonds are a no-brainer. Yeah. Yeah, same with this plane too. Like the only thing you really need to learn is what's nice is it'll warn you about a fuel imbalance, like it just did to me. And I was like, oh, right, I didn't change. Actually, I should turn the fuel pump off. I forgot to, switch tanks. So that is a benefit of like flying a turboprop or flying a Cessna. Pretty much anything other than like a Diamond or a Piper. Or I guess the Cirrus. Like switching tanks is a chore. A little bit. It's easy for me to forget about it, so. Anything that draws from both tanks or has an auto tank selection like the TBM 850, those things are pretty nice. Blumen says, is it lean it, move stick to the right. Is it a bug when you go to the fuel page? It always resets the gallon used info on the screen. I think my hunch is that it's realistic. So fuel gauges in general, like you're never supposed to trust, to my knowledge, you're never supposed to trust actual fuel gauges because they can be often faulty. So when you fill up the tank in a small plane like this, you fill up the tanks, you're supposed to visually look at the fuel in the tank, right, to know where to fill it to or where you filled it to. And actually somebody in the last stream educated me on the meaning of fill it to the tabs. So apparently there are tabs within the tank, like physical tabs, like pieces of metal, I think, at a certain spot in the tank, where if you fill it to that, it's like a marker for a certain fill amount, or you just like fill it to the top. But I'm pretty sure that you need to use like the fuel information. In the traditional G1000, it's like the fuel totalizer, I think is what it's called. And in this one, it just is in a different spot. But when you go in here, yeah, there's full and tabs. So these are like the shortcuts to either fill it, say that you filled it to full, or say you filled it to tabs, because you're not supposed to rely on the gauges themselves. And then with the information that the system has over your flight, like your fuel consumption, your fuel flow and stuff like that, it's going to calculate it based on that. So you have more to go off of than just what the gauges say. But yeah, to my knowledge, yeah, you do go in here and you change the usable fuel to what you filled it up with in the tanks. And then that's used for all of your fuel calculations, fuel and time calculations. Hey John, what's up? Our next stop is, we're flying in Florida. We're in the Florida Keys right now. Foxtrot Alpha 81, FA81 is next. And this is like a 2,000 foot grass strip. And in the video description, I linked to the route that we started today. It goes across the entire United States from Florida to Washington. And it's meant to take you, it's meant to be all done in VFR and all, it's going to pass by a lot of the landmarks and stuff that have been added in the 2 USA World updates. Yeah, I thought I would try it. This is like, typically I'll pick a route that we can complete it in a day, but I saw this one and it seems like a cool challenge to fly across the entire country, over time, of course. We're not gonna fly 40 hours straight today. There's probably some crazy streamer that would try that. And a good plane for it is anything that's like between, I don't know, like 150 and 200 knots cruising. Like you can fly a TBM, a Baron, a Bonanza, DA62. I'm in the SR22. A turboprop like a 208 would probably be good. Anything that, I'm cruising at 150 to 170 right now, indicated. And several of us are on the beta right now, so we won't see each other unless you happen to be on the beta. I'm on the beta. Those of us around me, like Jewel, Dave, me, Meh, and Hunterson, we're all on the beta. But you'll probably see some people that are flying along on the non-beta server. And then starting Tuesday, we'll all be on the same server again. All right, we are 8 nautical miles from FA 81. Let me use OBS mode again. So the runways here are 8 and 26. We don't have any information available for the winds, but it was favorable eastbound last time, so I'll do runway 8. So I'm gonna hit OBS. And can I use the comm knob up here? No. So for some reason it's the comm, oh, it's comm nav course / transponder. So it does have the label down here for the course. So I can hit OBS and then set the course. Is it the outer knob? No, it's not. Oh, I have to press course. Whoops. And it's the outer knob. So I'll set 080 for the rough runway heading. All right, 6 nautical miles. And it's a 2,000-foot grass strip. OBS, my old friend. All right, let's find this grass strip. All right, 4.5 nautical miles. I mean, it's got to be down. Is that it? Like down here? I'm almost lined up with it. All right, let's get our first notch of flaps out. Let me double check now that I put them down that my speed was appropriate. Yeah, 50, that's easy to remember. 50% flaps is good at 150 knots. 100% flaps at 110 knots. 50 for 50, 10 for 100. And I'm way too high. I'll probably have to circle around here. Where is this grass strip? Oh, is it right? Is that it? It might be right there. Oh, no, it's like right in front of us. Is it over here? It's so hard to find grass strips. This just looks like a road. I mean, it could be out here somewhere. It could be tucked in here. It says I'm almost lined up with it. Oh, this is it right here. Here it is. All right, I'm gonna do a 360. Actually, I should just fly left traffic. Fly all the way around. All right, I'm gonna take a few left turns and then we'll land here. I'm pretty low already. SR22 is stock. It's part of Deluxe Premium. So yeah, you have to have the whole... all of the upgrades. You guys should turn around and land the other way. Crazy. A lot of the time I'll look out like in the middle of nowhere and try to find this strip, like expecting it just to be in the middle of nowhere, and it's just like right here amongst all these buildings in the more populated area. All right, Jewel is on final. And it's at sea level, so I'm 1,000 feet, so I'm going to start descending a little bit. I already got flaps 1 out, flaps at 50%. All right, everybody else is on final, all lines up. All right, we'll wait for it to be out of sight over our shoulder, and then we'll make our turn. Pull some of our throttle out. All right, left turn. All right, 100 knots. Let's get flaps down. Okay, another turn. Thank you, OBS. OBS is just, I mean, it's obviously more useful than like a heading indicator, but I could just set my heading indicator the same way just to get lined up, know when I'm heading parallel to it. I guess it's just a little more accurate because it's based on a course and not just a heading, so that's pretty nice. All right, 5 knot crosswind from the right and 2 knots from the front. There's a bird right there. So many birds. That's cool. It's like written on the ground. Oh, pictures of the goose in Discord. Nice. I'll check it out in a second. That was cool. It's a pretty cool little spot. It's, how do we turn around here? We're in, this is a beautiful scenery in this spot right here. This is not a great looking area, is it? This is so random. See if I can catch Meh coming down. Barely in time. Didn't see the full landing, but you have arrived. It was cool. It was over here. It was written, right? Didn't it say 8? Yeah, it's like written on the ground. 8 private, and it's got the CTAF frequency on it too. 122.9er. 8 private. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that got added or that's just there from the satellite imagery. It might just be there from the satellite image. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's the Grumman Goose. Okay. Let me open it in my browser so I can show it. Delta just posted these in the Discord. There we go. This guy. Oh yeah, sorry Gabe, FA81, yeah that's right, what John said. And just a reminder, I'm on the beta. There's a couple people are on the beta, but you know, most people won't be. So we won't see each other, sad, little tear-eyed, sad face, but I'll see you starting on Tuesday again. All right, I'm just moving my camera back down here. All right, let's see what's next in the plan. This is pretty cool so far. I mean, it's kind of nuts to think that this is a 5,000 mile route. All right, let me turn OBS off so we can get to our next waypoint. Get our flaps set up to 50%. I'm just getting these random frame drops. Like, look at this. What's going on here? Just randomly super choppy. And now it's perfect again. This is just a weird beta thing, right? Like, I mean, how does it go from 4 frames a second to like 90? Now it's just all normal again. Interesting. All right, let's see what's next here. Parking brake is on, so we have a user waypoint. Why is I wonder why the route looks like that. Let me check the flight plan. Maybe I messed something up. What the heck? Let me just activate the leg to user waypoint number 2 and see how that does. That's weird. User waypoint 2 is flashing magenta. I'm not in OBS mode or anything. Now I can turn on the cursor. Why is this flashing magenta? This is so weird. Anyway, I'll just go to user waypoint 2, hit menu, activate leg, enter, enter. There we go, now we're fixed. And we'll turn off the cursor. I think maybe using OBS and the course button is messing it up, or maybe I did something fumbling around with these. So it does have the label here. So if you press course, then you have the outer part of this knob is for course right there. I guess the inner part is to set transponder. Oh yeah, if you hit transponder and move the inner part, you can see my transponder code changing over here by one digit at a time. That's interesting. All right. That's interesting, man. All right, let's set my transponder to altitude reporting. Very important. All right, so next we're going to a couple user-defined waypoints up. We're gonna go on to mainland Florida. Looks like we're gonna fly past KFLR, and then we're gonna go to KFLL. So we got a good, what is that, 30, 60, 80 nautical miles or so, but there's a few waypoints it's taking us past, probably for some landmarks or something that were added in the updates. So this leg is a bit longer than the last 2 legs. And then yeah, we're going to KFLL. Is that Fort Lauderdale? Let me press V and just check it out. User waypoint 2 and 3. And then up here to the northeast, we're passing this VOR. Can't get the name of the VOR. And then KFLL, yeah, Fort Lauderdale. So we got a major airport to land at, and we'll see what the landmarks are on the way. All right, let's taxi over to the same runway we just took off from. But yeah, if you got to fuel up, now's a good time. I'm just gonna top off here. I'll just go full fuel. Perfect time to weigh down the plane is when we're taking off from a 2,000-foot grass airstrip in a Cirrus. This will be just fine. Oh, the Kodiak is so pretty. I love all the liveries on the Kodiak. I got some of the third-party ones too, some of the marketplace ones, and they're great. I wonder if they're gonna fix stuff like this in Flight Sim 2024. Like, just all of these buildings look so bad. I'd rather them just be completely generic, like, and not using photogrammetry or Bing data to try to like create the exact shape and like windows on the building and all that. Like, just give me a generic building that just looks fine. I'm not gonna look at it and be like, that window's out of place. I went there in real life 4 years ago, and here's a picture where I'm enjoying a cocktail in this area at lunch, and I look in the background. If I zoom in, you can see that one window is completely inaccurate. I'm never buying a Sobo product again. Like, just give us a generic building that doesn't look like it's that it's like part of a impressionist painting or something. I don't know, an abstract painting. This looks crazy. Look at these things. It's like, dude, this is not good. Let's get rid of all of these. Actually, when I had photogrammetry off for a bit, it was actually really nice seeing just plain looking buildings. All right, let's get it. I hope they fix the trim on this. Yeah, they have it already if you turn off photogrammetry. Yeah, it looks more realistic from the sky. Yeah. I had it off at one point and it was kind of nice, but yeah, you can also lose some detail in the scenery in general. All right, 90 knots, flaps up. Watch out for this giant radio tower in front of us or something, whatever this is. What is that? What the? What? All right. No idea what that was, but it was quite a sight to see. There was a site there, something, some kind of something, and we saw it. I don't know what it is, but we saw it. What's up, John? Oh, you flew this route? About a year ago. Took you 3 weeks to finish it. Did you fly every day? You did it in an SR-22 as well. Nice. You fly over Cape Canaveral, Area 51, Las Vegas, the Bonneville Salt Flats, Gateway Arch. What's up, Luke? We just took off from Foxtrot Alpha 81, FA81. I'll put it in the chat for you. And the next airport we're going to go to is Fort Lauderdale, is the next major airport. But it's a good 80 miles away, so it's going to take us a little bit to get there. We have a few like user-defined waypoints that we're going to fly by, probably some landmarks. Actually, let me turn on the... I'm going to go to assistance and turn on the points of interest just so we can see what we're actually flying by here. Because this flight plan takes us past a couple waypoints here on the way, some user-defined ones. And then we're going to end up at Fort Lauderdale, KFLL. But it'd be faster to, yeah, start at Fox Alpha 81, Fox Alpha 81. And people are on the USA East server. There's a few of us on the beta, myself included, so you won't see us if you're not on the beta. But you'll see the other guys that are flying along on the regular servers. This will be the last flight where we're separated, because Tuesday it comes out. We'll all be back together, one big happy family. Oh, the Grand Canyon as well. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I usually pick one of the flights from the World Tour site that we can do in a stream. So we'll do one that has, you know, it's like less than 2 hours or so, and we'll complete the whole thing on the stream. But I saw this one, I was like, this seems kind of cool. I just wanted to check out the first few locations and see, you know, we want scenic stuff. We want to fly past landmarks and stuff like that, not just turn on autopilot, which is my MO most of the time. So yeah, I wanted to see how scenic this one is. I mean, so far it's great, but you can't really go wrong flying through the Keys, so it just looks awesome here no matter what. But yeah, follows a lot of rivers, awesome. Yeah, that's what it said in the description, so that's cool that that you enjoyed it. What's up, HG? You're on the beta since the 0.19 version. It lets you choose the server again. Okay, yeah, I had mine on US East anyway because we tend to use US East as kind of neutral ground just for the group flights for the stream. I was on West for a while, but I've switched over to East since probably 2 or 3 weeks ago we switched over to East. Delta says, I was listening to Jimmy Buffett this morning on a whim. When I saw Key West as the starting point, no brainer, I needed to fly it. Needed a float plane. Yeah. A float plane would... I feel like, yeah, it'd be nice to... I mean, this is good so far, so I think it would be cool to keep doing this route and try to all complete it together. It could be pretty fun. And, yeah... It would be cool to look at what airports, what area we're flying in next time. We could land, take float planes certain days, take smaller planes like the Huskies and stuff we flew a couple weeks ago. When we get to more canyon areas and canyons and rivers, or fly float planes and just land them in some random spots. Could be cool. Alright, we're supposed to turn inland now. Inland? Inland? Oh, we got some weather ahead, yep. Florida gonna clouds. Yeah, KFLL. Yep, that's going to be next. Fort Lauderdale. We got a couple waypoints to go past until then. So we just passed a waypoint over here, like right behind us where we turned. Maybe it was this bridge? I don't see that. There wasn't a landmark point of interest marker here, though. Do I need to turn on display all labels? Maybe. I have landmark on. I guess I could turn on city markers as well. Maybe just in case it was a city. Yeah, still no landmark. I'm not sure. I've made this strategic move in real life of moving my coffee to the right hand. I had it on the left side of the desk. Big mistake if you fly with your left hand. This whole thing of not using autopilot is making drinking coffee really challenging. It's just another challenge added on top of all the other challenges in flight simming. All right, Delta, see you later, man. Thanks for joining. It'll be cool to see each other again next week in the game, in the sim. Oh no, I said game. I'm sorry. Probably land on a deserted 2-lane highway in South Florida. Nothing suspicious. I'm sure it happens all the time. Florida's a lawless place, isn't it? You can just do whatever you want. It'll be fine. Florida man, another Florida man lands a plane on the freeway. Steps out smoking a cigarette. Doesn't care. Game unsubbing. Oh no. Forgive me. I'm so sorry. It'll be a little popcorn time again once the Dune expansion comes out. Is that coming out before the end of the year? Is it coming out this month? I'm not sure if the Dune thing is coming out with that little butterfly. I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen the remake or whatever, but is that plane that they're putting in from the remake? Oh, it's next year. That'll be a nice little popcorn week or two of popcorn time on the on Reddit and the flight sim forums where people will be complaining that it's so unrealistic and how dare they add a sci-fi type fictional plane to the game. I mean to the sim. Just let people have fun, man. It's not a big deal. Don't install it. Everything will be fine. What's up, Gabe? Dude, I love, I know I just said it, but I love the liveries for the Kodiak. Such a good looking plane. They're like deserty brownish color. Beautiful. Slowed down a little too much. Oh, we have a landmark coming up. All right. This is, this looks like it coincides with where our waypoint is, so let's see where it's taking us here. It could just be a city name, but not that a city isn't a landmark, but we want to see more, radar weather balloon things on suspended by cables at 10,000 feet. Those are the landmarks we're interested in. Wash your mouth, that was so... My parents definitely threatened that when we were kids, but never actually did it. I think at one point I went and put a bar of soap in my mouth because they didn't punish me by doing that, and I was so dumb that I was like, is that a thing? And I went and I like tasted a bar of soap just to experience it. Man, that was a bad idea. I don't know how old I was, but all right, I guess the waypoint here is Florida City. Maybe it's not Florida City. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, it says we're 2.2 miles on the GPS, 2.1 miles from the waypoint. There must be some kind of cool building or landmark in Florida City that it's flying us by. Ian, yeah, don't you know Kip, don't you know you're an international pilot with all licenses? Yes, I know everything about flying. Absolutely everything. Man, I had no clue about that approach on Thursday, that circling approach. So there were a bunch of comments of people educating me about it. Oh, is it this water tower right here? I don't know if this is... It's hard to tell what's the actual landmark added by the world updates and what's in here from We Love VFR and other mods. This is probably a We Love VFR thing. Anyway, we already passed by the landmark. I guess it was maybe just the city. I mean, maybe it's the best city ever, Florida City. Is there anything over this way that looks notable? There's a gigantic parking lot. Oh, are these farms? No, that's not a parking lot. It looks like farmland. A plot of land. So smirked SMRT. All right, let's get that power back up. All right, now we're heading to a VOR, the VKZ, Victor Kilo Zulu VOR. All the way up here out on this, whatever this is out here. I can't seem to click on the VOR because there's a fix right on top of it. There we go. It just says VKZ. It doesn't say the name. Ooh, Leisure City. Leisure. Homestead Base. I guess maybe this is a military airfield. And the lighting looks so good when the clouds are, when we got cloud coverage here. And the lighting improvements are like subtle, but everything looks really good. Yeah, like you can kind of see like how warm the light looks over here. Before it was more neutral, like white light almost, and now it's definitely got that like sun-colored tint to it. That warmth looks pretty good. Dave says they said it was too into the green before. Yeah, they removed it so it's more realistic. I do also have like the, you know, the trees and the terrain add-ons, but like the lighting itself, you know, is separate. It looks good. Towered airport coming up. Better tune in using Microsoft Flight Sim ATC and get your permission to land there. Yeah, I'm not going to use ATC. I did test out the ATC changes. It is nice that they're making little improvements here and there, but I think like realistically, you know, we're all looking for the Beyond ATC, or gotta keep forgetting the name of the other one. And marketing works, man. Like the demo videos and people showing Beyond ATC on streams, like the Overkill stream and stuff like that. Like everybody knows Beyond ATC, but there's a competitor that was announced that's also coming out and starting with VFR, and I keep forgetting the name of it. It's sad to admit that marketing efforts just work. Oh, FS HUD had an update? Nice. Was it anything significant? Do you know? They do make updates to FS HUD pretty regularly. Yeah, Sky something, yeah. Oh, Smart Sky, there you go. Yep, Smart Sky. Smart Ski. Dude, that looks like a nasty storm or something over towards you, Dave. Oh, it's supposed to stop changing the flight plan from what SimBrief has. Oh, nice. Yeah, it was doing that quite a bit to me. It would call out some random waypoint to go direct to. That sounds like a good improvement then. I'll have to check that out on the next stream. Check that out on Tuesday probably. So what are the next planes everybody's hyped on? I know it's the PC-12 is still slated to come out in the near future, right? And there's a Carenado PC-12 already, right? That's been out for a while. But it seems like people are hyped for the new one. Is it SimWorks Studios, right? You don't see anybody. There are a few settings, Luke. When you're in the world map, you need to click in the top right corner where it says flight conditions on the world map. And you need to make sure that your multiplayer is set to all players. And then load in and you should see people. But make sure, yeah, it's not only the server, but... And unfortunately, you can't change that setting without quitting out to the world map again. And then clicking on flight conditions. Yeah, make sure you have all players turned on for the multiplayer setting. The M500 changed the bar for payware planes. Oh, you had it on live. Yeah, the difference between the two is that live players means you'll only see people that also have it on live players. Or at least you'll only see people that have the time of day. Actually, I think they have to have it set to live players. So everybody is locked into real time of day and real weather. I am using those two things. This is real time of day and real weather. But yeah, it's just safer to put it on all players. Oh, looks like we might have some... Are these boats or not? Oh yeah, we do. Nice. These buildings look absolutely horrible, but actually, just for a test, let me turn off photogrammetry and see how much better this looks. We just turn off photogrammetry and leave Bing data on and see how these buildings look. They'll look more generic, but they won't look like that they're rotting, which should be an improvement. Yeah, look how much better that looks. I mean, they look way more generic, but at least... Oh, and the boats went away, huh? Yeah, the boats are gone. So we lost the boats, but we gained some buildings that look normal. Gabe, are you in a water plane? Are you in a float? What are you doing? Oh, you're in the float Kodiak. Are you in the float Kodiak, or are you just being crazy? See, like, I think they need photogrammetry, but they also need to enforce regular geometric shapes on all the buildings. Like, that seems like it would be like the best of both worlds instead of trying to use a different process to define the shapes of each building. Look, you can see the emergency lights down there. It's like random emergency lights on the roads. That's one of the other add-ons I had installed. We got a couple boats. This might be third-party add-on as well. I have a few boat add-ons. There's probably some AI tool clean up the buildings a bunch. Yeah, I hope so. It just, yeah. It's a very ambitious thing they did, but it just, yeah, mostly looks really bad. Yeah, it looks like a zombie apocalypse, exactly. So this is where we were supposed to fly over here, Fisher Island. Oh, you're in the standard Kodiak, Gabe? Just buzzing the fish. Oh yeah, Dave, remembering where flight sims used to be. Yeah, I didn't flight sim for forever. Like I messed around with them when I was a little kid, you know, not taking any of it seriously. I really haven't been simming until was it 3.5 years ago I started with the X-Plane 11. So yeah, I am relatively new as a simmer. Yeah, I almost feel like photogrammetry off is kind of the way to go. Everything just looks so much more, I don't know, non-zombie. Fuel imbalance. Without that warning, I would always forget to change the tanks. And obviously, when I see that warning, that means that I have already waited too long. But you love the X-Plane 12 stream? Oh, back when I tried it? It's just, yeah, X-Plane 12... X-Plane is just too far behind in my opinion. It's just, it feels so empty and boring. I did not like it. You have to install like 800 mods for it to look anywhere near as good as Flight Sim looks. And without having built-in multiplayer, yeah, it's just a lonely experience. There's not even built-in AI traffic or built-in live traffic. You have to get mods for absolutely everything. So I just, yeah. I'm a big fan of Microsoft Flight Sim over X-Plane, obviously. I had Flight Sim 04, then had a kid. No more after that. Yeah, I mean, you guys that have been simming for decades, you know, I can't imagine just when you think back to how, you know, how it used to be and how it is now. I'm sure it's just absolutely insane from your point of view. What's up, War Thunder? Yeah, you can fly along for sure. Join in. We're about to land at Fort Lauderdale in Florida. We're on the USA East server, but I'm on the beta. Some of us are on the beta right now, which is a separate multiplayer server, but there are some people flying along on the non-beta server. So you'll be able to see them. And then on Tuesday, the beta will be over and we'll all be back on the same servers again. So next weekend when we do the flight, We'll all see each other as usual. You were simming on a Commodore Amiga 5. Dude, I had an Amiga when I was a kid. I think I used to play like an ice hockey game on it. We're going to Fort Lauderdale. It's Kilo Foxtrot Lima Lima is where we're landing next. KFLL. KFLL. We're about 10 miles away from it. That is our next stop on this route. This is a route that takes us across the entire United States. So we're just gonna do it a couple hours. We're already an hour and 45 minutes in. But I'll probably go to another couple stops today on the stream. I might have to, we might have to just do every stream doing this route until we finish it. I know you guys love flying along, so I love doing the group flights. So maybe, maybe Tuesday and Thursday, maybe we'll do some night, you know, evening time group flights instead of just doing it on the weekends. We want to knock this thing out. I mean, things look pretty good without photogrammetry. Look, all these buildings have sharp edges. They look like buildings. You know, I think some of this is probably in a world update. Some of these buildings look a little more handcrafted. I like this one right here. Maybe. You remember playing Elite? What is Elite? A BBC microcomputer? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Let's see how the visor does. It's not bright enough for the visor. Dude, the lighting looks so good. The game was called Elite. So it was like a flight, was it like a combat sim game? Not sure which parking, OG. We're doing it pretty casually. We're just landing. Not planning too far out. Got another fuel imbalance. Did I not switch to the left tank? I'm on the left tank. It's just warning me again. If you turn on the multiplayer nameplate, it's like you'll see everybody when we land. I should probably check which runways we have. A little late on checking this stuff. I think Dave has already landed, maybe. 150 at 8, so maybe 10 left or 10 right would be fine. So I'm gonna need to go around this way, it looks like. 10 left and right. Well, getting some choppiness. Once again, Jewel and Hunterson are lined up perfectly, and I'm the guy who is definitely not lined up correctly. Thanks for the sub, War Thunder. Alright, there we go. Just wait until it's out of sight, and then we'll make our turn. Alright, under 150 knots, flaps 50%. RIP, prepared, and X crap. No competition right now, especially with all the frequent free updates pushing the bar higher. 2024 will be the nail in the coffin. I agree with you. I don't think anybody can compete with Flight Sim 2024. I totally agree. I don't think there's really any competition between the two. I just think that, you know, people that have been flying on X-Plane for so long are very invested in it. And I totally get it. Like, they're like, hey, this works for me. I fly on VATSIM every day. I have the exact plane I want. I have all my bindings and my peripherals set up for it. You know, why bother switching? So I totally get it. Like, they don't have to switch. They're not being forced to switch. It's just, you know, when it comes to the features that are in Flight Sim, and I mean, Flight Sim 2020 is just a true next gen sim. When X-Plane 12 came out, it's just like, I mean, it's just an update. And yeah, it's absolutely, it's just so impressive how many free things we get in Flight Sim 2020. Like multiple world updates every year. Major sim upgrades, like all the work that went into the G1000s, the 530s, the 430s, the G3000s. I mean, it's just so impressive how much stuff we get for $0. I mean, I paid for the premium deluxe edition. I think it was at $120 when it came out. I've been using that same edition for 3 years now, over 3 years. That is money well spent, in my opinion. We got a 10 knot crosswind here. Sorry, you guys all beat me down, so I won't be able to rate your landings. This is a kind of a crazy crosswind. 9 knot crosswind from the right still. What did the checklist say that the SR22 turbo's rated for? Is it like 20 or 20 knot crosswinds or something like that? Ooh. All right, where's our tax? This is a taxiway. We are at a gigantic airport. This doesn't quite match up with our VFR small plane theme we have going on, but it's fine. All right, there we go. Oh, you're behind me? Are you on the beta? Let's see if there are more people coming in. I mean, they're not serious ratings, you know. I only see Gabe and Meh. Meh's coming in. 850. Yeah, I won't be able to see you this time, War Thunder, sorry. Because I'm on the beta, but on Tuesday the beta is over. So we'll all see each other again starting Tuesday. It won't be split to different servers. Another belly landing. Nice and slow. If you look at the plane and you notice the livery has black, red, and white. Very nice combination. You'll know that adds 4 points to the rating. Instantly, just because of the red and black combination. So 16 out of 10 for that one. 16 out of 10. Easy. It's as much about the plane and the livery as the landing itself. Actually, more about the plane and the livery. So Gabe's in the Kodiak, so he's already starting at a baseline of 13 out of 10 for his rating, just because the Kodiak is absolutely beautiful. He could do like a somersault right now, and he wouldn't be under a 13 rating. Look at that crab. Look at the crabbiness. Oh my god, his nose is on the center line. That could be one of the best landings I've ever seen. And he's doing it in a Kodiak, which adds 13 additional points. So that is a 21 out of 10. Well, that's one of the best landings I've ever seen in my life. Did you see the crab? And he touched his nose on the center line while crabbing into a 9 knot crosswind. Look at him. The sunglasses. This is the deal with its sunglasses. You can see that she's wearing them. Absolutely beautiful landing. How do you get into the beta? You just need... I mean, at this point, I don't know if it's worth it to download the beta because it comes out on Tuesday. But if you do want to, you have to launch the Microsoft Insider Hub app. It's on both the Xbox and PC, so you have to download it from the Windows Store, the Microsoft Store. And then that'll give you a list of previews you can opt into, and Microsoft Flight Simulator is one of them. Once you opt into the beta, you restart your system. So you restart your Xbox or restart your PC, and then you launch Flight Sim, and it should apply the update for you. All right, let's see where we're going next. All right, let's take a look at the flight plan. So we're at Fort Lauderdale. Oh, my frames are going a little crazy. All right, next it has KPHK. We're just going direct to KPHK. Let me take a look at what that airport is. Oh, Palm Beach County Glades. Palm Beach County. All right, we got 2 grass runway, and we have a hard surface runway, 4,000 feet, and no weather information. All right, Palm Beach County. Oh, what happened? It always warns me I have the parking brake on at random times. All right, let's update our altimeter. 3000. I'm going to taxi back to the other runway. Oh, yeah, I think maybe photogrammetry. Look, the way this looks. Let me enable it again and see if it cleans up the taxiway lines here. That may be another downside of not having it. What's up, Renzo? Dave says gonna have to hop out. Thanks for the flight. Yeah, I think we should just try to keep doing this across the whole US. Like, usually on Tuesday and Thursday streams, I will like do something different, like do IFR flights, do a VATSIM flight, do one with the FS HUD. But I feel like I just want to keep flying across the country. It's kind of cool. All right, let's see. Yep, look at that. Photogrammetry cleaned up the taxiway lines and added a pink plane over there. Beautiful. It's probably still loading the livery or something. All right, parking brake is off. Let's taxi back over here. Can I taxi on this? Looks like I can. Try to do a 5-hour flight. Oh man. I mean, the total number of hours for this route is like close to 40, I think. It's like 5,000 miles across the US. I think so far it's pretty good. I want to get inland a bit more to see more of the canyons and the mountains and stuff once we get away from like flat terrain. But it seems like it should be, I don't know, so far it's pretty good. I mean, we've barely gone a couple waypoints out of a 5,200 mile route that's set up, so we'll see in time how good it is. But I think it would be fun to keep doing it, keep doing this route. All right, let's check my flaps. Flaps are at 50. Mixture is rich. We should be on left tank still, and we are. All right, landing light is on. All right, let's go. Let's go to the northwest. We're gonna go to, what was it? Palm. I forget the name of it already. Is it Palm something? KPHK. Yeah, Palm Beach County. All right, KPHK. It's our next waypoint. I would check my pitch trim, but I don't know how to set it in this plane accurately for takeoff. All right, there's 60 knots. Oh my God, I need full left rudder right now. All right, 90 knots, flaps up. All right, we got to make a turn to the northwest. All right, 500 AGL. Oh, those power lines. Nice. Or all those, what are those called? The things that hold the power lines? Those big metal things, you know? Which rudders do I use? Right now, I'm using the twist access on my new stick, actually. But I have the MFG crosswinds. That's what I normally use. But I don't even have them plugged in right now. I'm trying to use the utilize everything on the new stick, so I'm playing with the twist axis right now. So that's why if you watch my slip skid indicator, I'm pretty much never doing coordinated turns because it's so awkward. Oh, pylons, that's right. Like from StarCraft. Got it. Oh man, we need to stay under these clouds. What's up, Renzo? Oh, you're wanting to do your first 1,000 nautical mile flight. Oh, you got flight sim last week. Awesome. Which planes do I recommend? I mean, everybody will tell you the same. They'll say the same thing at the start of their answer, which is it depends, because you know there's so many options, and so it matters what you like flying. What do I think of the crosswinds? They're pretty. Yeah, the crosswinds are pretty nuts right now. I like, I mean, the few landings we've made, having a 5 to 10 knot crosswind's been super fun. I love having the crosswinds for these flights because, yeah, the challenges, the landing challenges with the crosswinds are super good. I just like it. It's so boring when you have an easy landing. You're like, wow, completely buttered it. Didn't even have to turn in any way to counter any winds. So it gets a little boring. So I like having that 5 to 10 knot crosswind. It's great. So Renzo, it really matters what you want to fly. Like, I don't fly airliners very much. I don't even fly the business jets much. I'm usually in the smaller planes. So usually the fastest thing I'll fly is a single engine turboprop. If you're the same way and you like the turboprops, if you've flown like the TBM 930 or the Cessna Grand Caravan, I would recommend, there are two planes I would recommend if you're on, let's see, if you're on PC. Well, whether you're on PC or Xbox, I think the Piper M500 is one of the best GA planes, and it's new. It just came out a few weeks ago. It's incredible. Yeah, I think it's one of the best planes. It has a G1000 in it, so if you don't like glass cockpit, okay, you are on PC. An alternative to the M500, the Piper M500, is the Black Square TBM 850, is also extremely good and popular. If you want something that's more of a steam gauge plane without a glass cockpit. Yeah, the new lighting. Yeah, right now, just how warm everything looks. You can really see it here with the... Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, so I've been flying the M500 for a few weeks now on stream. So if you want to see what it's like and see all the features, you can just go back and find the stream replays for that. But the M500 is just awesome in every way. It's really, really well done. Hey RW, how do you get Beta East? I'm on the Flight Sim Beta, so you have to get the... It's up to you if you want to update to the beta. The beta ends on Tuesday when it's released to everybody. So the new version of Flight Sim Update 14 comes out on Tuesday. If you want the beta for the next like 3 days, you can opt in by getting the Xbox Insider Hub application in the Microsoft Store. And that lets you opt into the beta. And then you'll be on the beta. But I honestly wouldn't do it. First of all, I'll be done with the stream in the next hour or so. Second of all, on Tuesday, everybody will be on this version of the game. So we'll all be on the same multiplayer servers again. And there always is a very slight chance if you opt into the beta that you may have major issues. It's pretty rare, but you could have issues and need to reinstall like the whole sim. So in my opinion, at this point, it's not really worth it. I would just wait until Tuesday. You know, everybody will be on the same version again. But you know, if you got a lot of time on your hands this weekend, you're going to be flying a lot. You want to try the new... You have the Premium Deluxe Edition. You want to try the new SR22 Turbo that just got released. You want to see the new lighting improvements and stuff like that. Then yeah, you know, by all means, grab it. But yeah, I would just wait because Tuesday everybody will be on this version of the sim. And I'll probably continue the group flights on Tuesday. I usually stream Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Usually Saturday is our group flight day. But this route is so cool and it goes across the entire US. I'm probably just going to keep doing the group flights until we finish this route. I think that would be pretty fun. It'd be nice to do that leading into the holidays, you know, over the next several weeks. So yeah, that could be fun. We all just have a good time when we fly together, so. But somebody was telling me, who's telling me that there's an update to FS HUD. That I'm always interested in any of the updates to the ATC program. So. What is my longest flight in the Cessnas? I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't normally take go from point A to like maybe 200 miles, 250 miles, something like that. I usually don't fly like super long haul flights, even if it's multi-leg stuff. So I try to keep it under 100 miles per leg, just because, you know, taking off and landing is the funnest part in the approaches. So yeah, I like landing all the time. I don't like sitting with autopilot on for more than, you know, 30 to 60 minutes. I generally do smaller flights to smaller airports. Is just how I sim. Definitely interested in joining in the future. Yeah, join on Tuesday, RW. I do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday pretty much. Unless there's some crazy huge update on the other days, I just try to keep that schedule. But yeah, you're more than welcome. I mean, you could join along right now. There are other people in the chat are flying right now who are not on beta. They're just flying the same route. So you'll be able to see them. You just won't be able to see me since I'm on the beta.
Great stream.
Thanks for the $5, Johnny. Dude, I love seeing the little super chat come in with a little googly eye avatar. Dude, the badge is so funny looking. You guys are probably like, dude, they're so weird looking. I think they're hilarious. Thanks a lot, Johnny. Appreciate the $4.99. You kind of crashed. Wait, Gabe, weren't you flying the King Air? Where'd you go? Weren't you right next to me? Oh, you're gone. Wait, what happened? Oh, you're right there. Okay, here you are. You're to my right. I need to get lower down. I'm a little too high. We're not really appreciating the scenery here. Just flying along this river and this highway. It's a little bland around here right now. Hey, Strawberry Tea, I know who you are. What's up? Am I allowed to say who you are? Renzo says, did you say you have an hour left for your stream, or you just end whenever you want? Yeah, I don't have a hard stop point. Just, you know, I've been trying to keep them under 3 hours or so. But, yeah, we're about halfway to our next waypoint here, which is Palm Beach County. Put on your life jacket. The big lake is coming up. Yeah, I don't know what lake this is. We're coming up to KPHK, so Kilo Papa Hotel Kilo is our next stop. We can at least do one more after that. You don't care? Yeah, Strawberry Tea's my sister. My real world sister is in the chat. Go for a dip. Oh yeah, I didn't fly a float plane, but you guys that did. Okeechobee? Is that the name of the lake? One of your flights were just kilos. Kilo. Which airport is that? Water ski it. Okeechobee? That's the name of the lake? I gotta get down there with Gabe. He's always like doing stunts and stuff. Strawberry Tea, hello, you have my pity. I am a horrible brother, so... Okeechobee. You guys could just make me say anything, probably, like pronounce it in any way, and I'll just read it. Start trolling me. Circle the land on this one. Are you teasing me because of the last stream when that circled the land? I didn't know what to do. Let's check the weather. Probably, we'll see how it is. Don't believe Strawberry Tea. She's just saying that to be nice. All right, let's see. Yeah, we got a 4,000 foot runway on 18 and 36, so north and south facing runways. Don't have any weather information, so let's check a nearby airport that does. Or we could do a flyover and see what the windsock is doing. That would be a realistic way to do it. You only do stunts with when you stable your controls. Can't mess around with a Microsoft Flight Sim. It'll say incompatible third-party behavior flying. What? The realistic sim police will come get you if you don't do a proper traffic pattern and traffic pattern altitude when you overfly the airport. So everybody, be on your best game for this next landing. Because somebody will correct you. Your brother's an aviation expert. Except when you have to circle to land, then I have no idea. I can't even help myself. That was a confusing approach on Thursday. And some of the comments I did read, and I'm still not sure if it's technically a circle to land when we're not actually doing a circling maneuver. I'm inclined to believe that it is still a circle to land, even though we weren't actually circling. All right, let's overfly and try to take a look at the windsock if we can spot it from the air. And since there's no There's no local weather information available, so we can't check the winds. It is so flat here. Still very pretty though. Hogberg says the winds are 160 at 8 knots. Oh, maybe there's like a real world METAR available or an 8, something that's not in a sim, huh? 160. All right, let's see. 160 at 8 knots. And wasn't there a runway 18? Okay, yeah. Runway 18. That's our runway then. All right, let's do OBS mode and dial in runway 18. Course 180. So we're doing the south-facing runway. All right, 180 all dialed in. All right, I trust that Hog is not lying to us all. And if he is, then we're just gonna have a more challenging landing, and that's gonna be absolutely wonderful. So, you know, you tried to sabotage our landing, but you know, we're okay with it. You're actually doing us a favor. And if it is true, then we're gonna have a great landing. So I'll have a little bit of a right crosswind then. Or sorry, left crosswind from the left, just a couple of knots then. Ian, thanks for the £5 again. What are you, dude? You're nuts. Thank you again for another super chat. Appreciate it, man.
Kip told me to give you money, Strawberry dear, for saying he's a good brother.
Kip told me to give you money. I'm gonna have to Venmo her. Is that what you're saying? I was wondering how long I'd have to wait for that. Strawberry tea is here for donations. That's why she's here. At first we thought she was just being nice, dropping in to say hi to her brother. Nope. Get paid to say nice things about Kip. Yeah, I texted her. I was like, could you come in and say some nice things about me, please? It's very on brand for me. That's just what I need. Constant validation. Man, I should have brought a float plane, I guess. All right, this looks like the, where is the airport? And we're not quite there yet. It's out here somewhere. There's a hard surface runway and there's a grass strip. Oh, here it is over here. There we go. Looks like Gabe's landing on maybe one of the perpendicular runways. I mean, he's crazy, so I'm sure he's going for the grass strip. Look at this. I'm almost entering on the 45. This is like almost actually realistic. I just need to be down about 500 more feet. All right, then we're gonna turn right. I'm just assuming left traffic. Or Gabe, did you just do a windsock check? All right, let's turn and fly parallel. Slow down a bit. Wait, actually, is it right? It's right behind us, isn't it? Where is this airport? Am I blind? Gabe says he doesn't see anything there. Oh, it's right in front of us. It's 6 miles away. It's up here where HG's at, where everyone else is. I was just watching Gabe. I was like, oh, the airport's over there, I guess. No, it's over here. Why don't I should just learn to use my navigation, right? The song is very explosions in the sky. All right, 1,100 feet. What time is it in Florida right now? 4:47 p.m. We're getting a nice sunset in the next 30 minutes or so. All right, there's our airport. Whoops. Still haven't figured out why it does that. Probably just missing a couple bindings to go through my my settings for my other stick and fix some of my hat bindings for my views, for my camera angles. All right, 129 knots, so we're under 150, so I can go flaps 50%. Trimming up. Just gonna wait for the airport to be out of sight. All right, there we go. Let's make our turn. Alright, gonna pitch up a little, get our flaps out. We're a little too fast. And quite high. Alright, 1,200 feet per minute. Add some power here. Alright, 1 knot from the right, 5 knots from the front. It's pretty bumpy. Alright, 500 feet per minute. Ooh. That wasn't too bad. Got more of a crosswind than I thought. That windsock. It's blowing a little to the right. A little crosswind. Alright, another full stop. We take a little break here, a couple minutes. Bathroom break, coffee break, refill your water. I'm gonna watch these guys land. Gabe, Amet, and Jules are coming in still. How fast can you taxi? Legally, it's supposed to be like a brisk walk. But I think technically you can go like, what, 20 knots? I think airliners can go up to like 30 knots maybe. Gabe's in the King Air now. He was looking better before in the Kodiak. The King Air is alright. It's not as pretty as the Kodiak. You know, you're going to get a low rating this time because it's not the Kodiak. But you'll notice that there's red on the livery, red and black. So, as we all know, that adds 4 points. So we're going to bring that rating up to a 14 out of 10. Oh no, meh. I missed meh. Oh, there we go. He's down. A belly landing. Here comes the gear. Where's the gear? Oh, there's the gear. There it is. Again, red and black makes a beautiful livery. That's an additional 4 points. That's a 15 out of 10. That was pretty good. It was smooth. He got off the first turnout. Jules on his way in. Jules in an SR-22. He's flying the same plane as me, so that's plus 7 points right off the bat. So he's at a minimum of 17 already. It's a little bit of a cheat code for the rating. If you fly the same plane that I'm flying, then it's plus 7 points. But if you're using the same livery that I'm using, making us twins, that's minus 10 points. So we'll see, you know, the landing itself, who really cares? But he's flying the same plane as me. Okay, good. He's got banana yellow, banana runt yellow. So he maintains the plus 7 points. So he's already at a 17 out of 10. Same plane as me, different livery, so he's not stealing my style. Oh my god, that center line. Oh, that was so close. All right, total rating, 19 out of 10. And who doesn't like a good banana runt yellow? Beautiful. Beautiful landing. 19 out of 10. Almost as good as Gabe's 21 out of 10 in the Kodiak. Or was it 22 out of 10? It was pretty big rating. There's a random house in the woods over there. It's kind of creeping me out. Looks pretty nice here. I don't think those people in the distance are with us. That guy's in some kind of Airbus. Someone else in a TBM 850. All right, we're going to take a couple minutes. If you guys need to use the restroom, need to grab some coffee, need to take a bite of a Starbucks chocolate chip cookie that's been sitting in the bag next to you for 3 hours, do it now. All right, I'm back. Yes, KPHK, that's where we're at. What's up, Cyber? All right, John C. See you, man. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I'll see you on Tuesday if you're around. Yeah, sorry about that. KPHK is where we're at right now. We'll see where this route takes us next. To the north. What is KMLB besides a sport? Melbourne. Guess we've flown further than I thought. We're in Melbourne already. Haha. Winds are 120 at 7. Overcast 6,500 at Melbourne. And we have a ton of runways to choose from. Some of them are 10,000 feet long. Cool. So 120 at 7, that would give us runway 09er left and 09er right would be our preferred runways. 9 left and right. All right, Johnny, take it easy. I'll see you next time if you're around. Johnny, thanks for joining along. All right, yeah, I'll probably just do one more leg here. Unless, where does it go? Let's see where it goes after this one. I want some more like user-defined waypoints so we're not just going from major airport to major airport. Looks like we have a couple off the coast out here next, and then just up the coast of Florida at several major airports along the way. And then we cut inland after that. Then we're getting to some smaller airstrips here. Into the Panhandle. Cool. Yeah, I think we'll just do one more leg here. The Superior Melbourne. Alright, let's check our fuel. Check our fuel imbalance in this plane. What the heck? What's all this? I have no... Oh, is this the TKS? All of these... I didn't see these before. I think all of these other ones would say undefined, and they're 5 pounds each. This is our anti-ice fluid. That's interesting. Oh, we have plenty of fuel to get to the next airport. Let's turn off OBS mode. There we go. We're going to Melbourne. Kilo Mike Lima Bravo. So KPHK to KMLB. There we go. Alright, all set. No autopilot settings needed. Let's update the altimeter. 29er. The easiest and most concise altimeter setting to say. Alright, we're just going straight north to Melbourne. Alright, let's taxi back around to runway 18. I'm just going to turn around here. This totally legal turn. Get our flaps back up to takeoff position. Actually, I wonder what the windsock is showing. Oh, actually the other way. I didn't land this way. What am I doing? You guys are all in the right spot as usual. I'm making the mistakes. I'm confusing. I think that might be meh. I can see you, but you can't see me. Really? That's weird. Wait, does that mean... Wait, can everybody on the non-beta see everybody that's in the beta? But those people in the beta cannot see those in the non-beta? If that's true, that's so weird. I didn't know that was a thing. Strange. Oh, that DA62 livery looks so cool. That livery is like camouflage for the Chicago Bean statue thing. That's the only place it's applicable. Oh, you're not on the beta and you don't see me. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we would see each other. Alright, let's go for it. And we're just going to want to get up to 400, 500 feet, make our left-hand turn out to the north. 75, 80, rotate. All right, 90 knots, flaps up. What's interesting is the GAGL down here, the GPS AGL, has a white box behind it until, looks like 600 AGL. Yep, 600 AGL, it turns magenta and takes that box away. I wonder if that's to tell you when to make your first turn. All right, all the way around to the north. I love taking off and looking behind and just seeing you guys taking off. It's so cool every time. You added snow. You can do whatever you want. Actually, in Flight Sim 2024, we're gonna get like tornadoes and stuff, right? Were there wildfires, or is that just a scenario? I don't know that they actually have wildfires as like a disaster kind of thing, a weather-related thing. Wildfires reminds me of like Sim City. Tornadoes, wildfires, earthquakes. You know, the SR22 is like kind of growing on me again. I feel like I'm just getting a little more comfortable in it. And not just with it, but with the new stick and stuff too. So I made a funny mistake this morning. I was preparing for the stream. I mean, this doesn't sound like a reason to prepare for the stream or part of my checklist for preparing for a stream because I don't have a camera, but I went in to trim my beard in the bathroom. I have like, you know, like a short beard, you know, nothing insane or impressive, just like long scruff, you know, so it's nice. I don't have to shave ever. I just trim it. So I went to trim my beard and, I look at it. I look at the guard. I have a 5 on it. Okay. 5mm guard. Is it in millimeters? Anyway, I start clipping and then look and realize that the guard comes off and now I have to shave my whole face. So now I shave my whole face, which is very weird to see. But I made a big mistake, a fatal mistake this morning. So come Monday, my coworkers are going to be a little weirded out seeing my actual face. instead of facial hair. So everybody looks better with facial hair, right? In general, like men look better with facial hair. Like you can Google like celebrities with and without facial hair. Pretty much like 99 out of 100 of them will probably agree that they look better with facial hair. It's just kind of a thing. Just kind of a known thing. Anyway, yeah. I made a mistake. My girlfriend's not gonna like my face for a couple weeks. This lake is just glass. Look at that. Look how smooth that is. And I'm starting to really appreciate the lighting now. I mean, it always looked good, but I am noticing the like slightly more warmer tones. Nice improvements. And I did see, I forget if they showed it, and it was really weird in the dev chat. There were, I think I saw screenshots of it before, but they showed a difference in like some terrain in this like canyon area, this mountainous area. I don't know if it was in the Grand Canyon or what, but they showed how just the generation of like the slopes of the mountain and the canyon were improved in 2024. Also looks really, really good. But I tuned into the replay of the developer stream, and they only showed the before picture, it looked like. So I don't know. Maybe I just missed it, but I thought they were going to show the before and after, and they only showed the before, which looks kind of weird. But yeah, that'll be cool to have all those improvements. I just want shared cockpit. Dude, shared cockpit would be so fun in a group flight too. You could just have a couple people jump in. You could like switch planes when you make a stop. Invite your friends to hop in. They would just need to be able to... They need to make it so you can pick an avatar and that you're visible. You could, of course, like turn it on and off. But it would be awesome if you could like turn around and see they have all defined seats, and that's where you are. Your default camera is in that seat. It'd be so cool. And just like how like Got Friends adds those new avatars, you know, like the dog and stuff. I do have the dog in the plane with me. I had the Dalmatian today. You just can't see it inside the plane. Only certain planes can you see it inside the plane. I should have showed this to Strawberry Tea as soon as she got on the stream. You can put cats in there too. But, you know, Got Friends made those. They made, like, the streamer ones. Like, you could get, like, a two-tone Murphy. Why did it take so long? But it would be cool. Like, it would prompt a lot more custom avatars, right? Because people would basically be buying their characters to fly when, you know, when they're in a shared cockpit with someone. You know, they would have their avatar in. You know, they could be a dog or a cat if they want, of course. Some of us want to be dogs and cats. It's fine. You can't pet it. Yeah, that's true. I know. Yeah, some planes will see the co-pilot so you can see your dog or your cat in the seat next to you. It's pretty awesome, actually. This looks okay. It's not bad. Microsoft Screenshot Simulator. To get back down to the ground so we can see a little more detail. Alright, I'll have to make a note once we get there. Melbourne is our stopping point for today, so then on Tuesday we can pick up from there. I think this'll be really good. Like once we get inland more through Appalachia and then in the middle of the country, and then a lot of it seems to go around like Utah and Colorado. There's gonna be some awesome mountains flying in there. Supposed to take us through some canyons and rivers, follow some rivers, pass a lot of landmarks, so I have high hopes for the route. I think it'll be pretty fun. It'll be a cool accomplishment too to fly across the country. Bloomin says, I'd love to have a beard trimmer with a 30 to 40 millimeter guard. I don't have one, I just let the beard grow too long. It looked like a Wookiee. I cut it too short. Yep. Yeah, I've never let my facial hair grow long enough for it to be like a proper beard. I don't think it's probably gotten longer than what's trimmable with a standard beard trimmer. But yeah, you're gonna need like a haircut trimmer with a giant guard on it for your beard. You can do that instead of a beard trimmer. Just get hair clippers. Those usually have really big guards on them. you know, like a 20 or whatever. Oh, I guess you want a 30. Yeah, I mean, when you have a proper beard, you have to do it with scissors and a comb, right? Like you have to pull out the real tools. It sounds like work. You have to be a partial artist to keep that thing maintained. Yeah, it's really nice just being able to only use clippers. You're just like, all right, easy maintenance. Just clippers, shave your neck a little bit, good to go. Shave your cheeks, good to go. Shave your cheeks. Yeah, I made a mistake. It's weird having a... I didn't shave it though. I just trimmed the rest of it off with a 0. Just took the guard off and trimmed it because, yeah. Dude, this is great. We're gonna land like right at sunset. All right, there we go. I'm gonna give it power again. Just had to get... I always just take off and just go up to like several... I go up to like 4,000 or 5,000 feet, like right off the bat. The segment between Denver and Telluride should be great. Oh man, we're gonna get some challenging landings. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked for it. Too much work to maintain it. The wife says no to my ideas of a shorter beard. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what your partner wants, right? Yeah, when me and my girlfriend first started dating, I was clean shaving my face, like, she's like, you should just let it grow out a little bit, like just a little scruff. I was like, okay. Then I did, I was like, wait, I don't have to shave anymore? Amazing. You know, not really, just a little cleanup, but yeah. It's really nice when you just use clippers. I was like, and this is a pro? This is better? Okay. I'm in. Where'd you learn to fly in Denver, Hog? In real life? Awesome. That sounds like a challenging place to learn to fly. Like, my girlfriend is learning in the LA airspace, which is absolutely insane. Like, there's so many overlapping deltas and Charlies here, and then you have the LA Bravo, so it's pretty complex what you have to learn to fly around here. You'll just take off and accidentally just fly into LAX airspace or something. Like, it sounds terrifying to me. Or you could just like go in the middle of nowhere at some little small airstrip and learn. Probably don't even need to contact ATC outside, or just use the CTAF frequency. Hey Riz, what's up? Oh, Gabe's back in the Kodiak. He wanted to be in a better looking plane. He ditched the King Air. The King Air is alright. The Kodiak's got character, man. I mean, this is kind of a good intro to this route anyway, since it's kind of be so flat in Florida. And as we make our way across the country, it'll get more and more mountainous in a lot of the spots. Now you got the big wheels on. Look at the size of those. Look at the size of those tires. Oh, he's got the skydiving variant going. Look at that giant garage door on the side. Yeah, the sunset's looking great. What do we got? 40 miles to go? 41 nautical miles. 41.5. See, it says we'll be there in about 14 minutes. I haven't turned on autopilot once. It's unbelievable. This is a rare situation. Yeah, man, that looks so good. Look at the like light rays coming through. It's beautiful. Our fuel flow is like pretty maxed out here. Black Square TBM 850 is great to hand fly. I don't know how much I hand flew it, but that plane is just so good. I mean, yeah, somebody earlier was asking like which plane to buy. It's like right now, I think if you want something like turboprop, single engine turboprop, it's the 850 and the M500. No competition. All right, HG, take it easy. HG says, gotta run, enjoy the weekend. Will do. Thanks for flying along, man. I see you right in front of me. Hopefully see you on Tuesday or Thursday. I think we'll just continue this week, like leading into Christmas and New Year's. See if we can finish this by the end of the year. That would be pretty cool. Or even like ring in the new year with our final legs to get to Washington. I think that would be pretty fun. And then all of us can say that we flew across the entire country in flight sim, which is pretty cool. And I have a feeling this is probably like as boring as it'll be. No offense to Florida, but you know, a lot of the terrain here is very flat, so after this, hopefully we're going to get into some of the like canyons and rivers and, you know, mountainous areas. I mean, obviously across the country, we will get into those areas. But yeah, it should be cool. Where's the flight plan? I have it linked in the description, but yeah, it's on World Tours. Let me see if I still have it. See if I have it pulled up. Yeah, it's called the USA Update. USA Update Discovery Trip. Looks like this. Here's the whole route. Whoops. Yeah, there's the entire route. And yeah, it's like 5,200 nautical miles made by this guy ZK. 35 hours, and it's got tons of waypoints in it. And there's quite a long description for it too, actually. And he says if you average a ground speed of about 150 knots, it'll take you about 35 hours to complete. Florida sunset looks really nice. 10 degrees Fahrenheit here at the moment, getting colder next week. Need to move somewhere warmer. Sunset does look nice. Yeah, I mean, this game has, this sim/game has never disappointed. Like the visuals have always been so good in this, you know, except for maybe those crazy zombie apocalypse buildings we see when we get down low. But you know, overall, like dude, the clouds, the lighting, love it. Do y'all know Air Force Proud 95? Of course. I mean, he's one of the like biggest flight sim YouTubers out there. Or stream. He doesn't really stream, does he? He just pretty much makes videos. I would bet almost everybody knows Air Force Proud and Swiss, for sure. You're flying around the world with Gripper Sim and Colonel Clink. Wait, isn't Colonel Clink has like a bunch of the a bunch of the world tour plans. Why does it say my parking brake is on? It's definitely not on. There, I turned it on and off again. Now it says off. All right, let's get down a little lower. 26 nautical miles left until we get to Melbourne. That'll be our final stop for today. And we'll pick it back up on Tuesday. Or we're gonna land like right at sunset. This timing is perfect. The Mountain is in the chat. Hello, Mountain. Colonel Klink does the flight plans for the world tour. I've done a bunch of his flight plans from the world tour site. And yeah, I've done a bunch of his. I think he has a full world tour. Doesn't he have a full world tour series of flight plans in there, I think? Pretty sure he does. Gabe's crop dusting down here. Oh, it's ongoing. You can fly along every Sunday at 1 p.m. Oh, nice. That's cool. Why does it keep saying my parking brake is on? Yeah, how does it keep turning my parking brake on? I'm so confused. HG, do you have a link to, does he do it on Twitch? Or on YouTube? Can you paste a link for anybody interested? So we're kind of starting our own, not a world tour, but a USA tour. I usually do it on Saturdays too, so yeah, people want to fly on Sundays, maybe they can join the Colonel Klink one. That's pretty awesome. I don't think the bot will, maybe the bot will stop you from posting it, I'm not sure. Oh, this is all sugarcane farms? Dude, this looks so good right now. This is awesome. That's a good screenshot with you guys' lights in the background. All right, Melbourne's 15 miles away. I think it was 09 left and right were our preferred runways. Let's see if the weather's changed, if the winds have changed. 110 at 6. So yeah, we'll want 09 left or 09 right. One is 6,000 feet, the other one's 10,000 feet. 09 left and right. So it looks like 094 is the heading, or the heading of the runway. So I'm going to put 094 on OBS here. All right, 094, there we go. All right, 12.8 miles away. Make sure is rich. And we can do flaps 1 once we're under 150 knots, which we already are. Hey, that's awesome. It turned the, did it turn the red light on automatically? Or I wonder if this was on already. Look, it looks like it's also auto-dimmed the displays for us too. And turned on like the interior red light for nighttime. It's pretty cool. All right, 11 miles out. All right, we're at 3,000 feet, 9 miles out. Let's get down to about 1,000 feet. All right, there's the airport right there. It's gigantic. All right, 7 miles out. I guess technically we would overfly the airport at what, about 2,000 feet and go left traffic pattern. I'm just assuming left traffic pattern for everything. So I think that's maybe realistically what we would do, but we're just gonna go right turns, yeah. Just line it up. All right, 2,000 feet. That's 2,100 AGL. We got our choice between 9 or 09 left and 09 or right. I think 09 or right was the 10,000 foot one. The other one's 6,000 feet. We are just fine. All right, I'm gonna go flaps 50%. 1,700 feet. All right, there's the big runway. Let's go to the smaller one. I'm gonna do 09 right, or 09 left. Yeah, here's the 10,000 foot, here's the 5,000 foot right here. It looks like there's parking out there too. Yeah, I'm gonna do the small one. Whoa. All right, full flaps. Yeah, the landscape is super flat. Hey, everything along the coast here. Or just at sea level. Alright, we got another crosswind from the right. 5 knots right now. 7 knot headwind.
500.
Going 1,000 feet per minute down. So we got Pappies on both runways. Surprised they're all white still. I feel like I'm at a good altitude. All these trees here. All right, 9 left. Right of the center line, always. Nice, so we got some hangars over here. Alright, let me see if I can catch some of you guys landing. Comes Gabe. Dude, we never do nighttime landings. Birds in the vicinity of the airport. Well, as we know, Gabe is already at 17 points because he's in a Kodiak. So it starts his score really high. So if he messes up big time, then maybe he'll get down a little more to earth. Lower his ego a bit, get him down to like the 13, 14 out of 10 range. Dude, I love the Kodiak. Ooh, he's got the strobes on. Oh, that was so smooth, dude. I think the nose wheel did touch the line. I don't think it's as good as his first one, which was a 21 out of 10. We'll give him a 19 out of 10. Absolutely incredible. Here comes Med, the TBM 850. Yeah, it's the 850. Doesn't have any crazy winglets, so. I hope are they fixing the gear out? I mean, it's clearly not fixed in the beta. Well, I see the gear now, but it's always late. Also got the strobes on. Beautiful landing. I mean, he's got red on the plane, so I'll give him a solid 15 out of 10. Sorry, Jewel, I didn't catch yours. Jewel's in the SR-22, so we know because Jewel's flying the same plane as me. Automatic 17 out of 10. All right, Hunterson's coming in the DA-62. Dude, I love the metallic livery on that thing. Looks so good. See if we can see him crabbed a little bit into that crosswind. He's invisible right now. There he is. The DA-62 is like has such a low profile. You could just draw like a line in the sky. You don't even have to draw any other shapes other than a straight line, and that's the DA-62. What's going on here? He's getting blown around. He's getting gusted. I guess that's a downside of the long wingspan. Alright, landed in the fast lane. Very nice. That's how I do it a lot of the time. Look at that livery, though. So good. It's beautiful. And at nighttime, you're just totally camouflaged. Amazing. Let's give that a. It was very off center, so you're gonna be knocked way down to a 13 out of 10. 13 out of 10. Pretty good though. Pretty good. And we're landed perfectly as the sun is just completely gone. What good timing. That was great timing. Feels good. And nobody wants to fly at nighttime, right? So we're gonna have to end it here. It's the law. And get those flaps up. Get over to a random parking spot. Just go park next to you guys in the grass. It's kind of a taxiway. Whatever, we park where we want. This is just fine, I guess. We can follow Jewel. Alright, I'm gonna go follow Jewel into an actual spot. Like, did Gabe just disappear? What just happened? Oh, you landed. We're lining up like we're gonna start a race, which is pretty accurate. Look at us, we look great. Jules says, for some reason all the Garmin displays all went black, and the SR22 landed with the standby instruments. Damn. They all went black? I feel like I hear that a lot with the Xbox. Wait, are you on PC or Xbox? I feel like that happens pretty often on Xbox. Beautiful. Love all the flashing. Got our own light show going on here. Steve says, hi all, I wait for this update next week. Yep, we got it on Tuesday, just 3 days away. 3 days from now, we'll all be on the latest. We'll all be on Sim Update 14. I mean, the main thing with the Sim Update, let's see if I can concisely describe the improvements. We have the new SR22 Turbo, the SR22T G6. That just came out a few days ago, so if you have Premium Deluxe, you'll have that. We have the lighting improvements, right? So we've seen those. It's a little bit warmer. They did some like atmospheric lighting improvements. And they also did some ATC improvements, really minor Microsoft Flight Sim ATC improvements, like when it calls your altitude out. Those are the major things. There are a bunch of tweaks in some of the planes though, and I haven't gone through that list myself. I think there are some updates to the 747 and the 787. Yeah, the lighting. The lighting is a big one. Everybody will see that. So, I mean, it looks amazing. If you look up some side by sides, like it's great. And I mean, I'm noticing it more and more. It's definitely warmer looking. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me. We got a good 3-hour stream where we made it from Key West to Fort Lauderdale, or from Key West to Melbourne. That was pretty awesome. And yeah, I think we should just continue it. Unless anybody's opposed, I think Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, we just keep this going, fly across the entire country together, And I bet we'll finish it by the end of the year, right? Probably finish it this month. I mean, if we're doing 3 times a week, 3 hours a day, we've already got 3 in the bag. So it's going to give us like 32-ish hours remaining. It's going to take a long time, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so dark you need to be IFR to taxi. Yep. Yeah, flying at night is a total challenge. I'd never do it. But during the work week, you know, when it's actually nighttime in all of the US, when I stream at 5:30 Pacific, we'll definitely need to roll back the clocks in the sim so we can see everything. But yeah, it'll be fine. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. As always, thanks to you guys flying along. Nice to see so much of us on the beta, but you know, on Tuesday we'll all be together again. And thanks for you guys in the parallel universe flying along. Ian, thanks again for the super chats, man. I really appreciate it. Totally unnecessary, but I'm definitely gonna be that's gonna be funding my coffee tomorrow morning. So appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well, and hope you guys have a good rest of the day. I'll see you guys on Tuesday and on the Discord if you're in there. And I hope everybody has a smooth update on Tuesday when we get Sim Update 14 out. So fingers crossed that's smooth for everybody. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good night. See you next time. See ya.